How's it going, guys? GamesLinger here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the ACW-R in Battlefield Hardline. Now, seeing this gun in Battlefield Hardline really brought back some nostalgia for me, because I used to use this gun quite a lot in Battlefield 4. Like, this was my primary weapon, and I actually equipped it just like this with the PKAS, the muzzle brake, and the folding grip, except for I did not have extended mags as that was not in the game. Anyway, that is also a major reason why I bought the deluxe edition, because the ACW-R was in it, and I really wanted that ACW-R. And yes, the ACW-R is part of the deluxe edition, so if you did not buy the $70 deluxe edition, sadly you cannot obtain it. Anyway, I will be reviewing all three of the deluxe guns in Hardline. I just reviewed the Card 5.56, currently I'm reviewing the ACW-R, and in the near future I will be reviewing the L85s. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into the review. This gun, stat-wise, is very similar to its counterpart in Battlefield 4. Its maximum damage is 25, its minimum damage is 15, it has an 800 RPM, a 30 round magazine, its recoil is 0.25 up, 0.4 left, and 0.3 right, making this gun very low recoiling. And if you use the gun as I'm using it right now, with the angled foregrip and the muzzle brake, this gun will shoot like an absolute dream. You don't have to have any recoil control to hit people at medium to long ranges. Another great thing about this gun is that it is extremely versatile. If you slap on any set of attachments, or even put on no attachments at all, you will top the leaderboards with this thing. Now, I don't necessarily recommend you run around with no attachments on this thing, but I found the iron sights, if you wanted to use them, actually gave you quite a clear sight picture, and they actually let you be very precise. So if you're a kind of guy that likes iron sights, I recommend you use this gun. The iron sights are also very unobtrusive, so that's another plus. Now, the way I use this gun with the angled foregrip and the muzzle brake is not the way I would recommend to use this gun. I only use it that way because I'm used to it, but I recommend that you use this gun in close quarters. Like the Card 5.56, although you can use it in long range, it's not the best long range gun, it's just very capable of getting long range kills. So definitely use this in close quarters. One way you could use this to great effect is to slap on the suppressor, maybe put on the vertical foregrip for better hipfire accuracy, and a laser sight, something like that. One thing I forgot to mention was that this gun has a reload when there are no bullets left in the chamber at 2.2 seconds, and when there are bullets left in the chamber at only 2 seconds. So that's just a 0.2 second difference. So basically this just allows you to fire away without having to worry about hitting that long reload, because it's so similar to that short reload. And both of these reloads are quite short, so that kind of supports the fact that you should really be using this gun in close quarters. Now, I'm the kind of guy that cares more about whether or not a gun looks cool than actually how it performs, and if you're like me and you really like the ACW-R and how it looks, but you want a long-range assault rifle, how I recommend you equip this gun is with a heavy barrel, any sight you want, and an angled foregrip, just like I equipped the Card 5.56 in my last video. Basically this just lets you get really accurate shots, with a lot less recoil. You can burst fire it effectively, and basically this gun isn't very heavy hitting. In close quarters it does 25 max, and at long range it does 15 minimum. So that means you're going to have to be putting about 8 shots into somebody to actually kill them at long range, provided you don't get any headshots. That being said, with the 800 RPM, and if you can get a lot of shots on target, you can dispatch enemies pretty quickly. This gun supports a very aggressive playstyle, so if you want to rush in and kill a bunch of people, you can do that quite easily with this gun because of its 800 RPM, extremely quick reload, and its hipfire spread is actually not that bad. I don't even think you need a laser sight, but if you want to increase your hipfire spread, or decrease rather, then you can slap that on. I just really don't like to use a laser sight because of how it gives you away visually, but it's really up to you. Anyway, coming up here, I'm going to be using this gun with a FLIR, a vertical foregrip, and a muzzle brake just to show you how good this gun can be, even with the worst of attachments. Now, don't use a FLIR. This gun was not made for it. Even its low recoil is a bit too high for the FLIR. Anyway, the FLIR set me back around $16,000. That's a pretty penny to pay for just a sight. The clip's not too impressive, it's only about 10 seconds long, I just get a few kills. It's more to just show you how this gun is capable of getting these kills, even with the worst of attachments.
Suspect suppressed. One more down.
So I know I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, but this weapon is a deluxe weapon, meaning you have to have bought the $70 version of Battlefield Hardline in order to get it. There's no other way to get it, sadly. But I really do hope that in the near future they'll actually let you guys have them either for free or maybe just pay $20 to get these 3 guns and everything that the deluxe version got, just as a sort of add-on. I really don't want this game to become a pay-to-win game, sort of like Battlefield 4 became, but that wasn't really a problem because most of the Battlefield 4 fans are die-hard Battlefield fans, so pretty much everybody got it anyways. But nonetheless, I want everybody to have an equal chance at this game, to have equal fun, and I don't really want anybody to be left out because they can't pay, the money. I feel like the initial $60 should be enough, and then we should just kind of get whatever the developers release. But sadly, that isn't just how games are anymore. There are like 1,000 DLCs, and everybody kind of has to buy them to keep up with the game. Kind of like Destiny, and yeah. And that is something that kind of irritates me about the Battlefield franchise. Although it doesn't affect me personally, I'm kind of irritated for other people, because I shelled out a total of $130, $50 for premium, and $70 for the deluxe edition to get all the stuff that I got currently. And so, like I said, that wasn't a problem for me because I really like Battlefield. I don't see a lot of people spending $130. And if you're going to play this game, premium is kind of essential because of all the battle packs and stuff. And if you don't get premium, you're not getting the full game experience. So I just feel like that's a lot of money, but that I'm willing to pay, but I feel like others won't be as willing. And that kind of gives me an unfair advantage because of all the battle packs I get. And maybe not just an advantage, but the level of fun that I have in this game over others. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I had quite a lot of fun reviewing this weapon. This is definitely one of my favorite weapons in the Battlefield franchise, if not my favorite weapon. This is my 3rd of my 3 Hardline Deluxe weapon reviews. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the LE5, which I will be reviewing sometime in the next few weeks. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want some more.